Texas, the second largest state in the U.S., is often celebrated for its bustling major cities. However, beyond these urban hubs lie secluded small towns, each with its own untold story. From the eerie remnants of the ghost town of Terlingua to the quaint charm of Honey Grove, these hidden gems offer a fascinating window into America's past, where time seems to have stood still. Join us on this captivating journey with the Shin as we uncover the rich history and unique character of these forgotten treasures. Terlingua, a ghost town with a living spirit. Terlingua is more than just an abandoned settlement. It is a powerful testament to human resilience. Nestled in the remote western edge of Texas, deep within the vast Chihuahuan Desert, this ghost town exudes both rugged beauty and an overwhelming sense of solitude. The moment I arrived, I was struck by the profound stillness, so absolute that I could hear the whisper of the sand beneath my feet. Every day here feels like a quiet struggle against the relentless elements and the vast emptiness that surrounds it. Yet my journey to Terlingua was not just about exploring a place. It was about uncovering the stories of those who once toiled and thrived in these unforgiving conditions. One of the most remarkable events that breathes life into this seemingly desolate town is the annual Chili Cook-Off Festival. For a brief moment, the barren streets burst into life as locals and visitors gather in celebration. Laughter and music fill the air, traditional dishes are shared, and tales of the town's rich past echo through the crowds. Despite its extreme climate and minimal infrastructure, Terlingua stands as a lesson in perseverance. Its people continue to embrace the land with unwavering pride, proving that even a so-called ghost town can still pulse with life. Every story told, every song sung, and every shifting grain of sand ensures that Terlingua is far from forgotten. It endures, not just as a relic of the past, but as a place with a soul. Marfa, an artistic oasis in the desert. Marfa, with its converted military warehouses now serving as contemporary art galleries, is more than just a town of creativity. It is a serene retreat where art and nature exist in perfect harmony. I arrived on a blustery day, beneath a flawless blue sky, embraced by the town's tranquil atmosphere. Though small in size, Marfa's evolution into a hub of modern art made me realize that here, art is not merely something displayed in a gallery. It is the very essence of the place itself. At the Chinati Foundation, as I stood before Donald Judd's towering geometric sculptures, I felt an undeniable connection between the artwork and the surrounding landscape. These installations did not seem like isolated creations, but rather extensions of the desert itself, seamlessly blending into the vast openness. This profound relationship between space and art is not always easy to grasp, yet in Marfa, it becomes an integral part of the experience. Beyond its artistic allure, the town also holds a touch of mystery. I was captivated by the enigmatic Marfa lights, glowing orbs that flicker across the night sky. As I stood among other visitors, watching in silent wonder, none of us could be certain of their origin. But in that moment, I realized that some mysteries are best left unsolved, because sometimes the true beauty lies not in the answers, but in the awe-inspiring spectacle unfolding before our eyes. Luckenbach, a tiny town with a big musical soul. In Luckenbach, I discovered that sometimes simplicity is life's greatest treasure. This town is so small that it barely has a handful of permanent residents, yet its spirit resonates far beyond its size. Here, music isn't just something to be heard, it's something to be felt. A living thread woven through generations of musicians who have left their indelible mark. From its modest bar to its humble stage, Luckenbach is a hidden gem of American country music, a place where locals and travelers alike gather to share songs that echo the heart of the West. The first time I visited, I found myself seated on a weathered wooden chair, soaking in the warm twang of classic country tunes. The air was thick with nostalgia, the melodies as familiar as an old friend. At that moment, I realized that this wasn't just a music venue. It was a home for anyone who found comfort in the rhythm of a guitar and the sincerity of a song. Despite its tiny size, Luckenbach brims with enthusiasm, hospitality, and an undeniable charm. The people here welcome you as if you've always belonged, and for a fleeting moment, as the music plays on, you do. Jefferson, a captivating journey through history. Jefferson is a place where history isn't just remembered, it's alive in every street, every home, and every whispered story of the past. The moment I arrived, it felt as if I had stepped into the pages of a history book. Once a thriving inland port, this town still carries the echoes of its golden era, with cobblestone streets and beautifully preserved buildings that stand as silent witnesses to its rich past. Charming old homes, quaint boutiques, and historical landmarks create an atmosphere steeped in nostalgia. But what makes Jefferson truly special is the dedication of its community to preserving its heritage. Here, history is not just admired, it is safeguarded for future generations. From carefully maintained landmarks to engaging museums and lively cultural festivals, the town proudly showcases its legacy, ensuring that its stories never fade. Wandering through Jefferson, I couldn't help but reflect on the enduring nature of history and the importance of cherishing the past. In a world that moves quickly forward, Jefferson stands as a gentle reminder that some things are worth holding on to. Alpine, the gateway to Big Ben's untamed beauty. Alpine possesses a quiet beauty, one that reveals itself not at first glance, but in the way it blends the grandeur of nature with the deep-rooted history of West Texas. As the gateway to the Big Bend region, this town offers more than just a stopping point. It invites travelers to slow down and embrace the vast, untamed landscape that stretches beyond its borders. During my visit, I found myself seated on a weathered wooden chair, sipping a cup of coffee under the open sky. The distant mountains stood like silent guardians over rolling fields, and in that moment, time seemed to pause. The worries of the world faded into the endless horizon, replaced by a sense of calm that only a place like Alpine can provide. Though small, the town exudes a magnetic charm, with its Western-style cafes, artisan shops, and welcoming inns. What struck me most, however, was Alpine's deep connection to the Big Bend region. This is not just a town near a national park. It is a place where history, community, and a profound love for nature come together. Every journey into Big Bend is more than just an adventure into the wilderness. It is an invitation to rediscover a sense of peace both in the land and within oneself. Smiley, a small town with a big heart. Smiley is the kind of place that makes you forget the rush of the modern world, a town where life moves at the steady rhythm of nature. Surrounded by golden fields of wheat and cotton, it radiates a sense of tranquility that can only be felt when you take a moment to listen to the whisper of the wind, the rustling crops, and the quiet hum of everyday life. As I strolled through its narrow streets, it felt as though everyone knew each other by name. Warm handshakes and friendly smiles welcomed me as if I were an old friend rather than a visitor. But it's during festival season that Smiley truly comes to life. Traditional celebrations fill the town with music, laughter, and the mouth-watering aromas of Texas cuisine. The annual summer fair is a highlight, where locals gather to share homemade dishes, showcase handcrafted goods, and swap stories that bind the community together. Though Smiley may lack the conveniences of a modern city, it offers something far more valuable: the warmth of its people and the peace of its open landscapes. What makes this town truly special is its unwavering commitment to simple, meaningful values. Taking care of one another, slowing down to appreciate life, and finding joy in the everyday. In Smiley, you don't just visit, you belong. Yorktown, a gem of German heritage in the heart of Texas. Yorktown is a rare treasure, a place where the rich traditions of German and Texan cultures intertwine seamlessly. Walking through its charming streets, I found myself captivated by the European-style architecture, sturdy stone houses with bright, red-tiled roofs that evoke a deep sense of nostalgia. It was as if I had stepped into a different era, one where history is not just remembered, but actively lived. The town's German influence is most vividly displayed during the annual Western Days Festival, a celebration that brings the community together in a lively mix of parades, rodeo events, and spirited musical performances. More than just a festival, it is a testament to Yorktown's deep-rooted heritage, offering visitors like me a rare glimpse into its storied past. What struck me most, however, was the dedication of Yorktown's people to preserving their customs. From traditional German cuisine to language and festivities, they keep their cultural legacy alive with pride. During special occasions, the sound of German still echoes through the town, a poignant reminder of the history woven into its foundation. Though small in size, Yorktown stands as a living portrait of cultural resilience, a place where the past is honored, traditions endure, and heritage thrives. Nordheim, a peaceful farming town. Rooted in simplicity, Nordheim is one of those rare places where life moves at the gentle pace of nature, a town where vast green fields stretch endlessly and the rhythm of the land dictates daily life. Surrounded by sprawling farmland, its quiet charm can only be truly appreciated by slowing down, taking a deep breath of fresh country air, and embracing the simplicity that defines this close-knit community. As I wandered through the village, I met farmers hard at work harvesting their crops. Despite their busy routines, they paused to chat, sharing stories of their daily lives, ones filled with dedication, resilience, and an appreciation for the land. Hard work and simplicity are not just ideals here, they are a way of life. Each week, the town gathers for a small farmers' market, a tradition that brings locals together not just to buy and sell fresh produce, but to strengthen their bonds. Stalls overflow with ripe fruits, crisp vegetables, and handmade goods, a testament to the land's abundance. I still remember speaking with an elderly vendor who shared stories of her family's farming legacy, proof that this way of life is more than just survival. It is heritage and pride. Though Nordheim lacks the conveniences of modern cities, its people embrace their slower-paced lifestyle with gratitude. They see challenges not as burdens, but as natural parts of life. In this town, I learned that true fulfillment often comes from the simplest things, working the land, cherishing community, and finding peace in nature's embrace. Runge, a town steeped in history. Runge, a small yet historically rich town in Texas, stands as a testament to generations of preservation and tradition. During my visit, I had the opportunity to explore the local museum, where carefully curated artifacts and exhibits told the story of Runge's evolution. From its roots as a thriving agricultural hub to the close-knit community it is today. Strolling through its quiet streets, I was captivated by the aged buildings, each one a silent storyteller of a bygone era. Historical markers scattered throughout the town provided deeper insight into its transformation, while local festivals infused the air with a sense of heritage, celebrating the traditions that continue to define this resilient community. What struck me most about Runge was the unwavering dedication of its residents to honoring their past. Through annual events, preserved landmarks, and the museum's commitment to storytelling, the town maintains a tangible connection between history and modern life. More than just a place with a rich past, Runge is a living chronicle, one that reminds us of the importance of safeguarding the stories that shape our identities and connect us to those who came before us. Carlton, a forgotten ghost town with a story to tell. Though Carlton may now stand as a ghost town, its story is far from over. Once a thriving community built on the prosperity of the cotton industry, it now serves as a haunting yet powerful reminder of the ever-changing tides of American life. As I wandered through its deserted streets, I felt an undeniable sense of nostalgia. The weathered buildings, though crumbling, seemed to whisper the echoes of the past. Stories of hard-working families, bustling businesses, and a town that once pulsed with life. Though the cotton industry that once sustained Carlton has long faded, its history lingers in the remnants of its past. The silence of the empty streets tells a tale of resilience, of a community that once flourished but could not withstand the shifting economy. Walking through the ruins, I reflected on the people who built this town, their struggles and triumphs now preserved only in forgotten structures and fading memories. Carlton, like many remote towns across America, may no longer be a thriving hub, but it remains an essential part of the country's historical fabric. Places like Terlingua, Marfa, and Carlton offer glimpses into an America that often goes unnoticed. One of perseverance, cultural identity, and heritage that refuses to be forgotten. While these towns may face challenges such as isolation and economic decline, the spirit of those who once called them home endures. For those seeking a break from the fast pace of modern life, these hidden gems provide a rare opportunity to step back in time, to experience history not through textbooks, but by walking the paths of those who came before us. Though small and often overlooked, towns like Carlton still have stories to tell, if only we take the time to listen. These hidden towns, each with their own unique charm and untold stories, remind us that history is not just found in books or museums. It lives in the quiet streets, the weathered buildings, and the enduring spirit of those who call these places home. Whether it's the haunting beauty of ghost towns like Terlingua, the artistic soul of Marfa, or the nostalgic echoes of Carlton, these destinations offer a rare glimpse into a world often overlooked. But the journey doesn't end here. There are countless other hidden gems waiting to be explored, each with a story longing to be told. If you love discovering forgotten places and uncovering the rich history behind them, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Shin. Let us know which town intrigued you the most, and stay tuned for more incredible adventures into the heart of America's most fascinating hidden treasures.